Good morning student, I am Rose. Today we are starting a new chapter, that is chapter 6 Geography, chapter 2, that is globe, its latitudes and longitudes. Okay, so in the last chapter we have learned about the solar system. What are the solar system, what are the things it contains the solar system and what makes the solar system, yes or no? So in the solar system we have learned there is the star, there is the sun, then all the planets revolve around the revolve around the sun. So in that, one of the most important planet we have learned about, that is the Earth. So Earth is one of the family of the solar system, and these also revolve around the sun. Yes or no? So when it revolves, if you talk about for the revolution, this Earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution. That means to move around the Earth. And the rotation, that means if you talk about for rotation, it takes 24 hours. That means it completes to move its own axis. Okay. So today we are going to study about the globe. That means which is the model of the Earth. Which is the model of the Earth. Today we are going to study about. So this globe is made for the studying of the Earth's surface. Okay. So actually, in 1 minute, or we can say together we cannot see the whole Earth. Yes or no? For that, this globe, or we can say the model of the Earth is being made, so that we can study, or we can look at any place, or we can say we can see all the world at a time. Okay, so that is why this globe we study. Okay, so if you talk about what is globe, okay, it is made just as how the Earth is found from the space. How does it look, or how does it we can say how does it seen from the Earth, or we can say from the space. Same it is being made in the this globe. You can see it is one globe, and I have you can say you can see the globe the same as the Earth. You can see it. Yes or no? So as we study here, our Earth is not perfect sphere. If you talk about it, is not perfectly round, or we can say it is not clearly round, or we can say sphere shape, but it is slightly flattened at the poles and bulge in the middle. Okay, you can see the Earth. One more globe I have. You can see here. You can see it. Okay. So as in the last video, I have just talked about that Earth is not a clear round ball. Okay. But what happens? It is little flattened on the top and the bottom. You can see, and it is little bulge. Bulge means we can see some part of this middle part is coming out. Yes or no? It comes out. Okay, that is called the bulge. Okay, extra things. So that means we can say it is it is compressed like this. If you talk about here, I'm drawing the figure. You can see here little bit it is compressed, flattened, and this is the bulge part. Yes or no? So this is north pole and this is south pole. Okay. So this is how the shape of the Earth is. Okay. And this shape can be called as the spheroid, or we can say geoid. Okay, geoid. Okay. So this geo means, as we have in the last video I have talked about what is geo. That is the study of the Earth. Okay. So that means the model of the Earth, or we can say the Earth is not clear, or we can say it is not fully round as a ball, but it is just flattened at the top and the bottom, and it is bulge up, or we can say it is round in the middle. Okay, so this is how the shape of the Earth is. Okay, so if you this globe is a miniature form of the Earth. Miniature means a small form, or we can say small model of the Earth. Okay, it may be a various size and type. It can be rotated as a quarter wave. Okay, so if you talk about this globe is a miniature, we can say model of the Earth, and it may be varies in size and type. You can see here is one small the pots and the wheel which used for the making of the pot. So it rotates like this. Okay. So our earth actually rotates from west to east. Okay. Our earth actually rotates from west to east. We can say it this way. You can see it. You can see it clearly how it is moving. Okay. So this is how. Okay. And this countries and the continent and ocean are shown in the correct size in the globe. So us on the earth, or we can say us on the real earth, how the continent, countries and the oceans are being shown in the globe itself is perfectly as the earth is, what are the things it's having, how, where does it is located, all the same it is located in the globe. Okay. So if you talk about this, our earth is divided into two parts. Okay, our earth is divided into two parts, and this what we call this is being this is being can be projected into two parts, because we can say for study purpose, when or we can say when we see in the flat map, when we see the map, so we see in a flat surface, that means all the things together we see. But if you talk about our on earth, that means when it rotates, we can say other side, when the sun rays fall on one side of the earth, then other side of the earth is dark. Okay, so the sunlight on which part the earth we can say light falls, that is called the day, and which part there is no sunlight, it doesn't contain any sunlight, that is called the night. So this is how it is divided. So how much part it is what we call sunlight falls, that much part only we can see. But in the map, if we talk about, we can see the whole earth, or we can say whole things together. Why? For that, what they used to do, they just divide the earth into two curves, or we can say two halves, and that is being projected into a we can say a flat surface. So in the map, you can see the what we call in the middle of the what we call the countries which is present in the in the equator, which is present in the equator, you can see it is so much close, and the we can say the northern part, or we can say the continents which is away from the equator, it is little flatter, or we can say the countries are little more stretched. Okay, so this is for study purpose, it is being just we can say it is being divided by the imaginary line, which can be seen only on the globe, not in the real earth. Okay, so that is how. Okay, a needle is fixed to the globe in a tilted manner, which is called the axis. You can see in the globe there is a needle. Yes, you can see, and it is being connected. These both needles are being connected together. Okay, so on the top part is called the north pole, and the bottom part is called the what we call south pole. Okay, and this needle help this globe to rotate. Okay, this globe to rotate, not in the real earth. The real earth has its own imaginary line, and it rotates its own. Okay, for the globe, for this model, it needs to rotate. Due to that, this needle is helpful for the rotation of the globe. So this top part is called the north pole, and the what we call this bottom part is called the south pole. Okay, so and this is being connected by the needle. So this needle actually helps to rotate. This needle is also called the axis. This needle is also called the axis. Okay, so this globe can be moved around this needle from west to east, just as earth moves. This axis connect two poles. That means this is the axis which connect the two poles. Okay, the real earth has no such needles. It moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. So in the real earth, if you talk about, it doesn't take any support of any needle. Okay, but it rotates its arm. Okay, it has its own imaginary line, which is called the axis. Okay, so but in the globe or in the model of the earth, what happens? It needs to rotate. Yes or no? To make it rotate, this needle is very helpful for the rotation of the globe. Okay. If we talk the advantages of globe, what are the advantages we get from the globe is that first is that it represents the shape of the earth. As I have said, it is the model of the earth. That means it is representing the earth or the shape of the earth. How low valleys, then you have the, we can say, hilly areas, or we can say river drainage system. Okay, so this shows a correct position, or we can say correct shape, we can say correct relief features of the earth surface. Another is that we can say it is helpful for finding the shortest distance between the two poles. That means it helps us to, we can say, it helps us to locate, or we can say find, or we can say search the correct location of the south pole and the north pole, or we can say shortest distance of finding the north pole and the south pole. Okay, another is that it shows correct location and direction of different places. That means in the globe, with the globe we can find, or we can say locate any places, or we can say any continents or the oceans or the countries or the state in the correct position and the correct erect manner. Okay, so this is another advantages of the earth. Okay, so as we see in the globe, yes or no, it shows in a tilted manner. Yes or no, you can see it is in tilted manner. So it shows how the earth is actually is in a tilted manner. Okay, this also represented. Okay, so how the earth is in a tilted way, or we can say spherical or flattened way, or in the yacht shape, same as this globe represent the earth in that shape. Okay, the another, if we talk about what are the disadvantages, then these are the advantages I have taught. Then what are the disadvantages of the globe? Okay, so if you talk about this, this is inconvenient, or we can say it is, we cannot freely carry the globe from one place to another. Yes or no, this is one advantages. Another is that if you talk about, we can say we can see only one part from the at a time. We can see only one part at a time. That means if you are seeing in this part, we can see only this part, not the other side. Yes or no? So we can rotate it, then only we can see it. Okay, another is that it doesn't correctly show the correct position of the places, not the continent or the ocean, but the places where we go. For example, if we need, if we are going for any school, or we can say are going for an admission to a new school, then we need a correct position, correct location where it is. Okay, so this globe cannot show that place. Okay, so this is the disadvantages of that. So for this, the earth or the globe has globes need and some of the most important imaginary lines which shows which we need for the study of the globe, or we can say study of the earth surface. So there is some of the important imaginary lines which are present on the globe, not on the earth surface or in the real earth, so that we can study, or we can easily locate the places, or we can easily go from one place to another. For that, the scientists, or we can say those who study the geography, or we can say earth surface, have made some of the imaginary line which is the equator, latitudes and the longitudes. Okay, so first of all we are going to what is the need of this imaginary line is that it is easy for the location and the time of the different places. Okay, so this help us to locate the different places, and also help us to in which time or the what time we are which time the day or the places take place there. Okay, so that is the thing this imaginary line is for. Okay, so first of all we will talk about the equator. So you can see here, you can see one of the most darkened line in the middle of the globe. Yes or no, you can see. Okay, so this is called the equator. This imaginary line which is drawn on the globe, this imaginary line is called the equator. This is called the equator. And this equator what happens, it divides the earth into two equal parts, or we can say two halves. That is, one, the top is called, top half is called, or the top part is called the northern hemisphere, and the bottom part is called the southern hemisphere. Okay, so this is how the earth is being divided into two equal halves with the help of the equator. Okay, and it is very important for reference line to locate the places of the earth. So it helps us to this play a very important role in location of both the part of the earth. That means if we are going to study, or if we are studying the northern pole, that means we will study according to this. That means first we will study and locate the northern pole. Then some of the important things which is being present in the southern pole. Okay, so this is how the earth is being divided into two equal halves with the help of the equator, and this equator is present in the 0 degree, which is present in the 0 degree. So we locate the any places or any continents according to the degree, So today till now we will study, and I hope you will go through the chapters. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.